Jamaica's National Identification System NIDS aims to provide a secure and efficient way of verifying identities. However, the program has faced resistance from some citizens, with concerns ranging from data privacy to even religious beliefs. This article explores the reasons behind the skepticism, including the notion that the NIDS card is associated with the mark of the beast. Some Jamaicans have expressed worries about the collection and storage of their personal data. With the increasing risk of cyber attacks and data breaches, citizens are concerned that their sensitive information might be compromised. Let's listen to Minister Floyd Green as he talks about the NIDS card.
Our national identification system is for everybody.
And it's ready.
Right? And it's almost ready. We expect to start our pilot of national ID system to the second half of this year. So I can tell you where we are. There's a software that will back up our national identification system. We're about 90% there. So in another 2 months, that will be ready. And that would have things like your pre-enrollment website, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. But all the electronic things to back our ID to make it truly an electronic ID. In terms of our card production center, we're about 97% there. We have all the machines, we've chosen all the people who will work, we've done background checks, so that will actually engrave the card. And now what we're doing is we're putting in our enrollment sites. So the pilot will start with Kingston and St. Andrew, and we thought it was very important to get a pilot. So you have a smaller number, you go through, ensure you get the timing right, all of those things. So we're going to do 5 enrollment sites in Kingston and St. Andrew. First one should be finished by August, then we have another 4 in another couple months. So by definitely the second half of this year, before the end of the year, we will start our pilot. And as soon as we get through that and we look at the nuances, we will then move island-wide. So we plan to do another 11 enrollment sites across parish capitals. Just to say, one of the things that's very interesting that we're doing, instead of building new buildings for a national identification system that would cost us a lot of money, we've partnered with the Jamaica Post Office.
Okay.
Excellent buildings right across Jamaica, well positioned, but now underutilized because of how the world has evolved. So we're going to be using their spaces, at least 24 of them when we're fully rolled out, to do our national identification system.
All right, walk me through the process. When we enroll, what is going to be required?
Yeah, so we are definitely going to have first a pre-enrollment portal. Mm-hmm. So people will have the option. People can go online and fill out some of the information or go to an enrollment site. Once you do that and you visit the enrollment site, you will have to bring some foundation documents, like your birth certificate, if you're married, your marriage certificate, proof of address. And once you give the documentation, then there's a period of verification. So you will go in, give the documentation, we'll take your picture, we'll take your fingerprint, there's a period of verification, and then you'll get a registration code so you can track the process. And we will tell you your card is ready, you'll be able to come back in, you'll be able to collect your card, activate it, add a PIN to the card, because again, remember, one of the good things about their new national identification system is that it will have electronic capabilities, right? So you'll be able to use it to access online government portals. So not only will you have the card, which will actually have a number of security features, you'll actually be able to add a PIN so that when you go and you put in your national identification number, it will ask for another layer of verification so that we're really putting in a strong, secure system.
Why do we need it, Minister? I mean, I have my passport, I have the electoral thing, I have my TBJ ID, I have my driver's license.
Good question. A lot of people ask
why
that
we need
question.
it?
So, because we haven't had a national ID, what has happened largely is that our voters' ID has kind of substituted, and people even call it a national ID. But when you look at it, the reality is that you can't get your voters' ID unless you're 18. So there's a whole host of the population that is excluded from an identification system. Plus your driver's license, you can't get that unless you can drive. Your passport, yes, it's accessible to everybody, but it is costly. And we do know there are barriers, and it's a big document that people walk around with. The reality, Neville and Dale, is that we have not had a system designed for proving your identity. And that's why we have some of these inefficiencies. So when you go, even with your voter's ID, there's some places say you need 2 forms of identification, right? Because they don't believe one is enough, because it was not designed for that purpose. Additionally, a lot of places say you need to go to the JP, you need to bring a picture. The JP have to write on the back of the picture that this is Dahlia and stamp it and seal it just to prove who you are. This is the first system that once you show your card by law, you don't need anything else to prove your identity. So actually, under the law, section 70, it says, once you get your national ID card, never you go to a bank or you go to a business and you show them the card, they literally cannot ask you by law for anything else to prove that you are who you say you are. So we will, for the first time, have a system designed to prove your identity. More importantly, it will be free. Oh. So there will be no barrier, and it will be for everybody.
Okay.
What types of information will be captured? Your name, address, TRN?
Name, address. So one of the good things, and where we're moving, is really to go in a direction where it's easier for Jamaicans, where your national ID card can almost be everything. And we've started that journey. It will take us some time. But for example, you will no longer need a separate TRN. So if you have your TRN already and you go to register for your national identification card, we will use your TRN number as your national identification number. And vice versa. If you don't have a TRN, you register, you get a national identification number. When you are to go, if you need a TRN, that number will be the same. So there will be no duplication of numbers. You will have that same number. So we will already remove the need for additional TRN card. Where we're going is that we want to have your national ID to be able to use it as your driver's license. So already on the national ID card, the actual card, there will be a section that captures driver's information if you already have a license. So what it means, you won't need to travel with two. You'll just be able to show your national ID and it will prove. And I remember where we're going with the electronic world. Our officers now have electronic readers. Take your ID, put in your ID number, they know if you're registered to drive or not. We want to link that to the national identification system, and that's where we're going. Over time, all we wanted to need is national ID.
Is it the same kind of size and stupid question, but it have an expiry date?
It does have an expiry date. I think the expiry date now is 10 years. And you normally have that because it's very good to refresh information, refresh pictures, things of that nature. It is the same kind of size. It's a beautiful design. We did show a big version. And I tell you, when you blow it up, it's not as crisp as you can imagine. But it has all our national symbols. It has the Dr. Bird. It has our Aki. And when you get it, you will see it's a truly Jamaican card. Plus, it's secure. You know, most of the cards we have now have about 12 security features. Mm-hmm. Our new national identification card has 26.
Question, and maybe I didn't hear exactly, because I think you almost said that you might not need the driver's license.
Over time. But
so what about the youngsters who can't get a driver's license, not old enough? What am to do?
Yes, so that is it. It's the national identification card will represent if you have one. If you don't have one, it won't be on it. But we can put in the information to say, never can drive cars up to this. Okay. So when the police stop you, one, it will be literal on the back of the car. Okay. But more than that, where we're going in the electronic world, once they put in your ID number, all of that information come up. Okay. So you don't need a separate card to show.
I want to squeeze in a quick one.
Yes.
You know, we have a way of putting in our own laws when we feel like. So this is what the government is providing. If I go somewhere and somebody say, this is about the government, we want to see you, which we like to do.
Yes.
What are my rights as a citizen as far as the ID?
Well, clearly, the government could act, and clearly you would have to report that because, again, it would be illegal for you not to accept the identification card once it's valid and authentic. You know, and just one quick plug, we have a new program that we're calling Operation Birthright that we're rolling out. A lot of our Jamaicans do not have birth certificates. And a lot of them, the cost is prohibitive. So we're going to start in July for Jamaica 60. We're going to go around to communities and get those people who have a genuine need, cannot afford it, and give them birth certificates free of cost.
When will be the first one given to the first person?
I'm not giving you a date, but the second half of this year. But I hope you will be among the first.
Citizens have raised concerns that the NIDS card is associated with the mark of the beast. Some individuals believe that the NIDS card, with its unique identification number and biometric data, is a precursor to this mark. It is essential to note that these concerns are not supported by empirical evidence. The government has repeatedly assured citizens that the NIDS card is designed solely for identification purposes and does not contain any hidden or malicious features. The concerns surrounding Jamaican NIDS are multifaceted and complex. While some citizens have raised legitimate concerns about data privacy and security, others have expressed misconceptions about the program's intentions. It is crucial for the government and implementing agencies to engage in open and transparent communication, addressing the concerns and misconceptions through education and awareness campaigns. By doing so, they can build trust and increase participation in the program. If you love the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.